Welcome to Heathen's Garage. It's Rallycross day. Gonna be a good day.
Oh, he wanted me to roll up the windows. I'm not gonna do it.
So for those who don't know what the Rallycross days are, there's some cars last hurrahs, you know? Basically, we bring in a ringer driver. Someone who has deemed himself worthy of piloting these high-performance machines, also known as left for dead or headed to the scrap pile, and then we let him loose, just on our racetrack and say, make it time. That's what we're going to do today. We got a ringer driver who's on his way for a couple hours, and we have one of the cars that he's going to race running. And we have to get 5 of them running. So we're going to tackle that right away. The first car is this one, which is actually our ringer driver's own personal car. Well, it used to be. It's sort of like toppled over onto its side, and then they flipped it back onto its wheels, and it's a little dinged up, but it survived that really well, and nobody got hurt badly. So obviously it's an excellent race car, because it can be tippled over, and it's fine. This right here is our very own Hot Rod Shane's Ford Escape. And it is, I don't know, 2000 and something year. It has a V6 engine of varying displacement, not really sure. It still has a license plate on it from years ago. It is all-wheel drive and should be a good challenge for the reigning champion Subaru. How are our tires doing? This one's good. That's good. That one's good. That one's a little soft. Suppose we gotta boost it now. We'll check. Stone dead. Oh, the battery terminal was pulled off. Maybe I should check again. Still dead. We'll let that charge for a while and we'll move on to the next one. Now if you follow the Instagram, you've seen this one before. It's a 80 something Volvo. It has a carburetor. I actually paid real money for this car, believe it or not. Just so y'all aware, I love Volvos. Like they might be like top 3 manufacturers. I don't know which of the great American 4 I would kick out, but Volvo's like it's right there. Well, let Shane drive it. Like, it's a pretty pristine automobile, but he's a pretty good driver. I don't think he'll wreck it. Sure hope he doesn't, because I sure like this car. Let's see if we can fill some tires up for it. That one's pretty good. That one's okay. I can't believe that. There we go, there's the flat one. Now the problem here is it's been flat for a little too long, and now that's a problem. But we'll get it out of here eventually, get the tire rolled around and get it sorted from there. We got other work to do to this one too, because it's got a massive coolant leak, like sort of faster than you can put it back in. So we'll have to sort that out. Let's see if that Escape will start now. I suppose if a guy's feeling charitable, he should check and make sure it's got some oil. It's got oil. We got a dinger. That's a good sign. Look at that. Did you see that? Didn't even hardly crank. It just fired. That's great. What a good little car. Look at that. That's a V6 with 24 valves. 24 is more than 18. It's also more than 12. In case you don't know how to count, or whatever. We're just gonna move the Escape over to the barn and get the battery charger on it. Then it'll start more than once. And that would be ideal. Now while the Escape charge is up, let's see what we got going on here. The mighty Volvo has a 4 in a row to the side, sort of very slant 6-ish, with a carburetor that sits on it sideways like a motorcycle. And I don't know, mostly it doesn't have one of those, and it needs one of those. I'll tell you one thing for free, Mr. Derek Berry did not pick this battery because it ain't got no go handle. And I get why he likes the go handle, because this part right here is exceptionally awkward. That's fine, you just drop it in. Now, blue in Volvo world goes to ground. Red goes to positive. Now, the other thing we know about this vehicle is that it's got a massive coolant leak, and we're basically, as soon as we get it running, we're going to have to move it. It's also got a flat tire, so what we're going to do is fire it up, roll it ahead. We'll try and fill the tire, hopefully it'll take air, and then we'll buzz it over closer to the barn where I got some tools to work with. Let's just see if this thing will go. I suppose I should check the oil. It's got oil, and it doesn't have any coolant, but we already talked about that. See how nice that started up? It ran last year. It's not that long ago, but boy, there's something carbureted to just sort of put the battery in and crank it over and start it. What a gem. Like, everything else about it is terrible, but man, does it start good. I'm just gonna see if I can coax it ahead a couple feet, get the bad spot of that bead on the upper, and maybe I can clean whatever dirt in there is out. There we go, now it's out of its hole. Junky side up top. We can see that the bead isn't quite on there. There's just a little gap. We're just gonna dump a little soap in there, and hopefully that'll sort of, A, help lubricate it to pop on the rest of the way, and B, well, mostly that, actually. Yeah, this is Club Pack Lemon Fresh. That's the kind of soap that I buy because it's on sale. It's just a little cheaper than the rest. See how it bubbles? We know that that's where it's leaking, and we don't even put an air to it yet. But if we do this a little bit, maybe the liquid will get in there, give it a little bit of lubrication, and it'll pop on without having to pop the tire off the bead the rest of the way, because that seems hard. I'll go get some air. Hey, look at that. It worked. The bubbles have ceased bubbling, which means at least that portion of the tire is holding air. So that's ideal. Okay, now we're gonna drive it over. I don't know, folks. Water's coming out of everywhere, it looks like. I think what might have happened is I filled it up with water at the end of last year and didn't put coolant in. So this could be a lost cause. We're gonna just throw a bucket of water in it and see if it comes out of everywhere or just someplace. If we could get any of it down the funnel, that would be ideal. Oh, it is just pouring out of the radiator. Like, faster than I can fill it, it's coming out. That's a shame. And it's pouring out of a back frost plug. Yeah, it definitely got frozen. That's really coming out of there. Do you see the problem there? That's gonna be pretty hard to keep full. What can we do about this? I've got an idea. So here's the plan. And I'm not saying it's good, it's just the one that I got. All we need is enough water to last for, I don't know, 1 minute and 30 seconds. And that'll be enough to keep the engine cool. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna drill a hole in this bucket, put a little hose in it, stick that into here, set it on top, We'll ratchet strap it down, and we'll just have a big reservoir. And that should be enough to get him around the racetrack. I'm thinking we'll have to pull the hood off. That's the big plan. Not saying it's good, just saying it's what I'm doing. So, it's pretty solid right there. If we just go like an inch or two from the edge, right there. Ooh, easy, that's fast. Bigger. Oh, that was probably too big. Yeah, that was too big. Now I gotta find different hose or a new bucket. Found this in the barn. It's got like a nice sort of bulbous end. I think that's gonna work great. Oh yeah, make it really tight. Oh, that's dripping on my shoe. Perfect. That'll never leak. Probably put, I don't know, that much into the reservoir. My brain says if it goes into the reservoir, once the other level of, like once the water in here is high enough that it's covering this end, it'll slow down the fill rate a little bit, and then we won't be wasting too much water, I hope. Okay, now we just gotta strap it down, and then we'll fill it up, and we'll stopwatch it, and we'll see how long it lasts. And if it lasts anywhere over like a minute and 30 seconds, we should be able to get a lap in. Even if it lasts a minute, it'll probably go 30 seconds without overheating. Now, it might make it a little hard for him to see, admittedly, but that's kind of like, that's why we bring in ringer drivers. They know how to do these things. That should work. I'm just gonna go fill it up with water and, you know, see how long it lasts for. It is coming out at, it is coming out at an alarming rate. I suppose it should be running for this test to be accurate. Went 3 minutes before hitting the red mark, so that's a win. It'll be good. Now that the Volvo is absolutely mint and the Escape is just ready to be used, we're on to the next one. This, it's a Toyota. It has a 4-cylinder and it's front-wheel drive. Does anybody care for more information than that? One. Oh, we got a good one. We got 2 flats. Yeah, 80%. Got 2 goods and 2 flat. That's a water tank. It was for watering the track down and it was funny, so we did that. Now we're getting some air into it. That's good enough to get close to the barn anyways. Well, I suppose it's high time we introduced our ringer driver. There we go. That's because it's a Toyota. Next up on the roster is a car you've seen before, the always reliable Subaru. It's currently the track record holder, so we gotta keep it consistent and run it again. Also, it's got a new set of wheels on it, courtesy of brother Steve, because he was sick of filling up the Sunfire wheels. Pretty sure the wheels are worth more than like 8 of the cars here, but that's his choice, not mine, so whatever, we'll use them. It should just go, I think. Might need a minute, or I might need to start my old one. And our last car today is, you know, the daily driver beater mod. And we're running it because it's our fastest rear-wheel drive to date. And, you know, like, why wouldn't we? It runs and it drives and it's fun to watch. We have to put some wheel spacers on, though, because it's also had a tire change, as you'll have seen. And, well, they scrub on the back around the racetrack. So, you know, we're just taking care of that. Make sure that it doesn't rub?
It's a weight shedding opportunity.
Yeah, well, it definitely knocked off 4 pounds of dirt. Folks, we are race ready. Hot Rod Shane is lining up the Volvo, and we're about to get started.
Being a Swedish car, it's probably the one car that's out here that I would trust to have the best seat belts. Good. Good. That's a good thing. Yeah. 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 That's a good thing.
I'm too fat to run that far.
It's okay. I don't think we had the water to make the lap.
We had 5 extra gallons.
There's quite a rate of digress. Egress? Egress.
Yeah.
It doesn't like it.
Well,
It says it's the wrong flavor or something. It's not Swedish water.
I'm afraid doing a lap with it is pretty tricky.
I mean, you get one.
Yeah, one.
You get a lap.
A lap. Only one.
And here, folks, is that one-time lap that we got.
So how'd that go, Shane?
It was a brilliant lap.
How's it feel through the corners, though?
Left turns was fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably just right turns.
Right turns were a little tricky because there's also a little bit of a thing here. It's hard to apex your corners.
Well, it's part of the performance package this car's equipped with.
You got that at the PV Mart bucket sale, did you?
Well, no, it's straight from Volvo. That's a factory option.
You know?
It's part of the Barth package. With the Volvo initial lap completed, it's time for the Subaru, which I'm betting will take time of the day, but that escape might surprise us.
Oh, we got a new noise now. That's good. We like new noises.
Yeah.
So, compared to the Volvo, obviously it's not
Well,
quite...
there's a slight performance difference.
Yeah, like the Volvo's obviously superior.
The all-wheel drive is a bit of a difference.
Yeah.
The
But like the
power,
Volvo's clearly better.
Uh,
What's the noise about? It seems to make a lot of...
which one?
All right. Escape next?
Escape?
Escape. How was that run?
That was excellent.
Yeah?
I really enjoyed this monster, this beast. You know, the Ford 24 valve V6, Mazda 24 valve V6.
Is that what it really is?
I believe so. And you got to disconnect the battery because it likes to eat electricity. So, you know, between uses,
Well,
it's saving the planet, really. It's conserving electricity.
yeah, by disconnecting the battery.
Yeah. Not by burning the fuel. So this is the classic 2001 Ford Escape.
Oh, I said it was a 2004.
2001
Oh,
Ford
well,
Escape.
okay, yeah, 2001.
Don't look at this side. They kind of did the side first and then the roof and then back on the wheels kind of thing. Like,
Those roof racks are extremely durable.
I mean, yeah.
Oh, well,
It
that's...
might have been a snowbank, so, you know, a little more give to it. Well, there's this oil leak, see?
Yeah.
And it's kind of between the places you don't want to bother to fix because it's difficult to get to.
You said it was using significant amounts.
Like a bit.
Like, are we talking you didn't need to change the oil anymore, or like...
I'm saying that I haven't changed the oil in a long
okay,
time.
it's sort of like you spin a filter on and
Yeah, once a year, you're good. You're good.
don't have to worry about...
No.
Just put the oil
That's
in.
automatic now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's feature creep is what that is.
Do you think it's going to be faster or slower than the Subaru?
So I want it to be faster,
Yeah.
but in today's conditions, the
Yes.
track's a little slippery with all the dust and things like that.
Uh-huh.
I think it'll be slower.
Under what conditions do you think it would be faster?
I think mud and ice it'd be faster than the
Okay.
Subaru.
Well, we'll see, because neither of us actually know the times, because
Yeah.
I get the time off the video after, like, during editing, so I don't actually know right now which one is faster. I'm guessing Subaru by a second?
I would wager Subaru by 2 seconds.
I think 2, hey? Folks, it's time for the Matrix, I guess. We don't love it or care about it, so it's sort of getting the view from above and nothing more, but you can have that. We'll see what it does for a time. When you say there's nothing in the back, what do you mean?
There's nothing making noise in the trunk at all.
Oh, like there isn't anything flying around in the back?
No.
Oh, good.
Fine.
I'm glad to hear there's nothing back there. Does the nothing need to come out before you do another lap?
Well, it doesn't sound heavy as like it would knock me out if it hit me in the head, but, you know, there's some things there.
It's Mustang time. I'm thinking Shane's pretty excited about it. Hopefully he is. Or he hates it, one of the two.
349,000 kilometers on the dial. We're told to go easy on the shifting one too. I'm guessing that the synchros aren't what they used to be, if they're there at all. The clutch is rather heavy, I'm not gonna lie, but we're gonna give her a go and see what happens.
Now I should mention, last time we drove the Mustang, it was on studded winters. And it's now on bald summers, so like I haven't looked yet, but I'm guessing the times aren't quite going to be where they were. But you know, it's summertime. We get summer tires, I guess.
So, of the collection of things we're finding in the Mustang, we have a service item, of which there is what appears to be a hydraulic fitting to my uninitiated eye, and some clipper oil. Let's read the directions. Specially prepared for wall clippers and trimmers. Contains 100% white mineral oil, 118.3 milliliters, which is, yeah, good. Place 2 or 3 drops of oil between blades after each use. So if you're using a swather, make sure you have some of that with you. And Ethan's now indicating that he's ready.
So the Mustang has gotten warm and would like to cool off for a while, so we'll let that thing cool off for a little while. Now folks, on race day, we knew it was tight up at the top. So we did a couple more laps with those cars, and well, here are the results.
I would say that is Subaru by about a bumper and not much more.
Well, folks, that sums up race day. I want to thank our ringer driver Shane for being here and driving, and thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.
What I mean about that left buttock? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. More of that. Yeah, left buttock. Maybe I need to get him into an upholstery shop if he's going to keep this car. Oh, picking up things off the track. I wonder what they're from. Small enough to fit into Heathen's pocket, so hopefully nothing. I broke? Oh. Uh-oh. Let's go find out.
Now, there is hazards to starting your own racetrack on unknown ground and never digging it up. Like, for instance, in one corner we just found, like, I don't know,
A couple midfuls of nails.
30, 40 nails? Gonna be pretty lucky if I don't have 5 flat tires later.